doing, but I'm waiting for you. And girl, I waste my time and spend it on my wishes, just wishing.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, Kelly Legends Media. I want to thank all the subscribers. I want to thank everybody also for their prayers for Levi. I really appreciate it. I want to thank you for hitting those likes and those hype buttons. It really shows your support for the channel. It's really been helping my channel out quite a bit. Okay. Okay, this is a reaction video that I was hoping I wasn't going to have to do. Okay. But since Bambam spoke, we had a couple of other babosos come in with their putting in their 2 cents and something that's not true. Why? Because they didn't watch the videos, they didn't follow along. They just took what Bambam was running with and spoke on it, you know. But I'm learning who people are and how their get down is, you know what I mean? One of them I already knew. The other one I'm like, I was surprised, but you know, like I always say, you can't trust no one, right? Anyways, back to the subject. Bambam. He was upset because I mentioned him in one of my videos. Okay. Did I mention him in a derogatory way? He felt like I did, especially when it came to the race that he is, which I was already aware of. Okay. But we'll get back to that. Now, the reason why I mentioned Bambam in my video is because I was watching Exposed Tube and reading the comments, and Bambam was catching all kinds of strays. You know what I mean? He wasn't even part of the whole issue, yet his name came out throughout the video in the comment section, and it was all bad. You know, I didn't say this, but it was all bad. You know, he was catching some strays for reals. Then I thought about it and I says, well, yeah, he's not only that, but besides crashing out, he's been like F this person, F that person, and F the yard, F the resistance, and this, that, and the F the mesa. I'm pretty sure he understands there's not really a mesa. I hope so. Because I'm not sure how Bambam's mind works, you know. Yeah, there's no generals, there's no YouTube Yarda Warden, all these little titles that are given to different people on YouTube. Like the one they gave you. You already got a crown and a title. Can you imagine that, Bambam? You know, so congratulations on that. But I'll let you figure that out all on your own, because then you're going to say that I'm just trying to throw shade on you, and I'm not. You know, I've seen it on a few podcasts. Bambam with the crown and a title. So join the club, man. That's what they do to us, you know. In any case, that was why I mentioned Bambam in the beginning. And that's why he said he was on the yard, stomped out, stuck. And being that he was having such a fallout, that's why I said, and then on top of everything, and when the shower shot, when the shooter on the tower shot, he shot Bambam twice, you know, which doesn't happen. You know, the guy who's hurt and injured and laying in the yard, the tower don't shoot them, it shoots the aggressors, you know. Anyways, he didn't seem too upset about that, but he probably didn't know where that was coming from. That's where that came from. Not only that, but there had been quite a few content creators that had made videos, you know, dedicated a whole video about Bambam, you know. And I was thinking to myself, man, it's early in the game for all that, you know, for Bambam, you know, for all of this to be coming out this way. And as part of all of that happening, I mentioned how he went to The Spot, a black podcaster who has said several racist things, and Bobby Yaya, who said several racist things. But yo, pendejo, I didn't think. This vato don't care that what anybody says about Mexicans. He's not Mexican, you know? That part slipped my mind. But he thinks that I said something about his race, what he is, what his makeup is, or anything. The only thing I said was the truth about his makeup, his genetic makeup, is that he was talking to The Spot. In one of his videos, he was addressing The Spot. He was actually talking about me, okay, which I didn't mention. Same thing with Bobby Yeye, or whatever the fuck that pedophile's name is. Man, I'm gonna have to go back and delete that so that they play this video. Son of a bitch. Anyways, yeah, and even Bobby Yeye, who disrespected my wife, myself, all these things, but I guess that's okay with Bambam, somebody who talks about somebody's wife the way he did, But that fool don't know me, and I'm sure one day if I ever run into him, he'll wish he did. But besides that, what had happened was Bambam told this guy from The Spot, "Oh yeah, my grandfather's black, yo soy negro también, hey Tyrone, that's his name, Tyrone from The Spot, hey, I mean, I know where you at, The next day, Tyrone made a video saying, hey, Bambam, all due respect, man, you ain't like us. You ain't one of us, yeah, your grandfather might have been black, but, no, that don't qualify you. It was the truth, what I was saying. But he said that I was talking about his race, that I was being racist, which in that context would be a false narrative. Then he brought up Melinche, that I was talking about his wife. I've never talked about anybody's wife on YouTube. And if you did your research and you paid attention, and if you know simple English, you would have went back and watched the video yourself and seen that I was making an example of people saying, hey, no disrespect, and then disrespecting you. But that went like way over your head, and all you were like, oh yeah, Slugs, oh Slugs, yeah, he's my boy, Slugs is good. Like forget all these other dudes, but Slug, hey homie, Kyobo. Do what you do, Bambam. But I say all this to say this one thing. You still got my name in your mouth. After you made your little rant, I turn on the TV and there's Bambam talking about me again. Go back to your videos, Bambam, and see how many times you have mentioned me. I mean, throughout, you've mentioned. You even had me one time getting booked on the yard by the blacks. Come on, dude. Really? Oh, I'm in good standing, and this and that. And good standing of what, dude? You're not in any kind of standing. You're a grown-ass man who's still, I think, thinking too much like a child, dude. You're not in no good standing no more. You've been out of prison for so long, out of the system, but maybe it's still in your system. I know it's still in mine, and it's only that since the last time I got busted, it's only been 10 years, but maybe that's why it's still in my system a little bit. But I'm still trying to change things and make myself a better person before I leave this planet, But all of this stuff that you're spitting, you couldn't do the one thing that you asked and the one thing you said you were going to do, to keep my name out of your mouth, and I would do the same. Just yesterday, another video about Lucky. Knock it off, dude. You know, no wives were disrespected, and there's no racist here. I said one word, and out of respect, I was going to remove it from my video, but like I said, the Melinche got it, you know. And I don't even care. It was a good lesson to me about how people operate and how treacherous people could be on YouTube, you know, especially people with small minds, you know. The only thing I ever did to that vato that he could bitch about, and really there's no reason for him to bitch about it, it was call him a paisa. That's what got him the most pissed off, because they never talked about his wife. But he had made so many videos about me before I even spoke about him. And even talking about I was a Dub sympathizer. Really? I'd probably be the last one on the YouTube platform that you would call a sympathizer for Dubs. So, you know, I don't know what is, maybe because I called him a peseta, you know. Can't help it. It's the truth, you know. I'm not like throwing shade or nothing. It's just the truth, man. It's just the truth. Bam Bam, you crashed out. You got a lot of people mad at you, man. You caught a lot of stray shots that day. You did go to the spot and try to reveal your black heritage that you have in you, and they shot you down. They shot you down. I never said anything about it. They're the ones that said, no, you're not like us. You're not part of us. That don't qualify you. Which I thought was kind of gacho, you know. But hey, you know, you know. Oh yeah, I watch your channels. Oh yeah, you know, hey, go follow this guy. Go follow these guys. You know, like really, those are the kind of people you follow. Well, of course, they're not talking about you. They're talking about the Mexicans. Why would you care, right? And they're only talking about a homie by talking about me and my wife, you know, but you would support them, you know. Fin me vato. Keep my name out of your mouth, dude. It's simple. When you get that urge to say Lucky, or you get that urge to, you know, there's no profit in it anymore for you. And I'll do the same. I don't have a problem not talking about you. I don't have the time to talk about you, you know? And I don't want to be wasting time doing videos like this, having to break everything down for you and feed it to you spoon-fed. You know, you should get it, man. You took a lot of strays that day. They're knocking you down, dude. It is what it is. People feel the way they feel. You know, even in my comment section, you know, in a lot of people's comment sections, you know, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what your plan is or what your approach is. That's your business. I don't care. It's just mentioning something that I witnessed that took place. And then I illustrated it in a way that you'd understand, because you're all, even though you said fuck the YouTube yarra, you're all into that shit. You're consumed by it, you know? So anyways, dude, do you, I'll do me. I don't have a problem with that. I was doing it before you came along, and I'll be doing it when you're gone. Just, it's simple. When you get an urge to say Lucky, pinch yourself or something and remind yourself, no, I'm not going to even mention this vato. I don't like him. He's a dick. Whatever. He's a racist. Whatever you want to think about me, I don't care. But just keep my name out of your mouth. It's easy. I'll do the same to you. I don't have a problem. Anyways, and besides that, with your little rhetoric, you have these two other babosos speaking on me that don't even know the color of the Kool-Aid, man. But they want a full cut. You know, gotta watch what you say. Find out. Try to figure things out first before you get all offended. I just offended you with the truth, dude. You went to the spot, you told them what you told them, and they said, nope, you ain't one of us. That don't qualify you. It's the truth, man. Why are you attacking me? I didn't see you talk and explain yourself or go back to them and say, hey, what do you mean? This, why didn't you argue the point with them? No, you didn't. Nada. It's crickets. Anyways, this is my video for today, man. Hopefully I don't have to waste my time or your time. I'm talking to my subscribers over this nonsense anymore. You know, I'm not finding it very amusing. Although, you know, we could go there. I'd rather not. I really don't have the time to take on another hater like that. Another, you know, I have enough trolls already. I don't need no extra weight. That being said, subscribers, thank you for watching. If you followed the video this long, I know it was tough to listen to, and basically it was just my response to and my reaction to Bambam's rant the other day, where I guess, you know, I don't know. I'm not even gonna say it. Anyways, people, take care. God bless you. Be careful with what you do, decisions you make. Could change your life, get you locked up behind those bars, behind those walls, separate you from your family. And that's the worst thing. Losing your job. You know, they might lose their home. All these things that you put on the table over somebody else's mouth. So be careful with your decisions when confronted by idiots, because it's easy to, especially the way we're brought up, to you know, to fuck your freedom off in less than a minute or two, you know. Anyways, that being said, everybody take care, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you very much.